So here is the outside of the trailer with all of the slides pulled in. This is the bedroom slide right here, and that right there and that are the living room, and that's the living room desk area, and that's the living room, or sorry, dining room area. And it comes with the connectors, so you'll just need to have the piece that goes in the bed of the truck. And there's an awning up here. I realize left some tape. There's an awning up here, and there's awnings over all of the windows. And here is the last slide. So it's a 4-slide unit. Here's the last slide where the couch is in the living room. And it's a ladder to get up to the top. A big window in back. And you can see up here there's a little sunscreen that pulls all the way down. This is the connection to main power. And underneath there's a bunch of different containers and compartments that go into the garage. So here's a garage unit. This is access to the electrical. And walking around again, here's another storage space. This is where the main power cord is held. Here's another propane tank and access into the basement. Here's with all of the slides out. You can see it is a pretty big unit. It's 38 feet, but if you're planning on living full time or even regularly, it's a wonderful size. So the tires are in great condition. They were replaced last year, right before I bought it, by the dealership. They're a little bit sunken in just because it's been sitting for a couple months, but they're great. We re-caulked all the windows on all of the slides and on the actual unit itself. And on the top there's a few, which you'll see on the inside, there's a few vents that we also caulked around as well. Here are the stairs that go into the unit. They actually pull and tuck up under, and then this you just shift over and it locks in place like that. It has 2-key entry, which is nice. All of these little garage units all have individual locks on them as well, so you can keep personal stuff in there and have it be safe. It has a propane tank on this side and on the other side, and they're both full. As you can see, all the decals are taken off, so it's all white. Yeah, it's in pretty good condition for a 2007. When you first walk in, you walk into the dining room and kitchen area. And a note about the door is that you can easily separate it out, so it's just the screen or latch it and it's the full door. Backwards. Full door. So you walk into the kitchen and dining room. Everything in here has been painted. We use Kills primer and then paint to cover both wood and walls. New lighting, new furniture. That's gonna have a switch right there. The refrigerator door has been painted, a nice textured paint. There's new cabinet pulls on everything. And in this cabinet door, there's some extra stuff if you need it. There's an extra plug-in cord, depending on what size plug-in you're going into. Some window caulking, some extra light bulbs, which I'll send with. And then here is the control panel to the unit. So this is heat, it has AC and heat. This is for the living room light. This one is to pull your slides in, ceiling lights, and then there's indoor outdoor lights as well. And then going into the kitchen area, it has different plugs. There's some under cabinet lighting as well, and has a new faucet, real tile backsplash. You can see back here. It'll come with all of this decoration stuff if you'd like. And then in the sink, separates into 2 pieces, and it has cutting boards in there. I think this is a drain board, and then just a regular sink. But these are flush mount, so they go in there nicely, and it gives you more counter space since counter space is limited in a trailer. And then moving forward is the living room. The chandelier still needs to be hung up, but in here everything has been painted again. There's new lighting. The rug needs to be laid down. I just pulled the slides out. But when you do pull the slides in and out, the rug will need to be up and the chairs need to be pushed all the way back, but they work. I made sure the sizes worked for those. There's new lighting back here as well as in the ceiling, and this works on the switch. And that one over there has a switch as well, over here. In here, really, it's really nice and bright. Once these lights are on, or the chandelier's in, it's great. There's also a light switch to turn the living room lights on independently from the dining room, which is nice. We went through and figured out there are 9 speakers in here, so went through and numbered them all because there's a pile of cords back here that correlates with each of the numbers. The TV mount, and up in here, all of the extra cords that you'll need to plug everything in. There's internet cable here. A lot of times at campsites you'll be able to plug in. But yeah, so everything again was painted. There are different hardware pieces. We also installed this shelf that has a touch light to go over the desk, which is pretty handy. Yeah, other than that, it's just a pretty big open wide space, and having 2 slides, one on either side, really opens it up. The other good part about this is that there are French doors on either side that close, so the living room and the dining room can be separate from one another pretty easily. I actually did consider when I bought it putting a bunk unit over here, so this could be a separate bedroom, which is definitely a possibility still, but I decided not to do that. But these close. Another idea that I would maybe suggest is, if you do want this to be more private, is either putting a film on or painting this with a frosted glass paint. That would be a good look, I think. But every room has, this is a fan vent, and if you go back into the living room, there's another fan here. But that one actually vents and opens up to the outdoors. Each part of the thing has separate lighting, so the dining room lights turn on separate and independent from the living room as well as from the bedroom. Another nice thing about this living room, dining room, is that in here there are some hooks to store your coats and things. There's a central vacuum unit, and the cords, I believe, I put up here. Yep, so all of your hoses and everything are in here. And it also has an independent fuse and switch box, so you're able to check your own fuses, which a few will be sent along. Going up into the bathroom area and living room or bedroom, this actually opens up. It's called a laundry chute. You can put a basket underneath there, so it's a little bit out of sight, out of mind. And then in the bedroom, everything again has been painted, new hardware. These lights on the ceiling here turn on independently from with these switches. There's wallpaper up behind the bed, new linens, new bedding, pillows, and these lights, which I think are actually my favorite, all turn on independently with a switch, which is nice. It's very big. Yeah, this cap must have just fallen off, but there is a cap for that. A dresser, and there's a light or a switch over here. Originally it had a built-in lamp, which I took off. I did, if you saw in the laundry chute, there is a lamp in there that you can have to put up. But we re-leveled out the dresser, new hardware, painted, which is pretty nice. The other thing, which is really difficult to see in pictures, is this little accordion door right here. This actually closes on the track. So if someone's taking a shower or brushing their teeth or something, it can be completely separate from the bedroom, which is really nice. And then there's an independent shower and bathroom, new faucet, painted the sink, new mirror, new light, and that light turns on with a switch. And then a separate bathroom water closet area. So in here again, it's just been painted. We put wallpaper up, new hardware, art, and then a little medicine cabinet that you get to use for extra storage, which is handy. And this light right here turns independently on from a light switch on the outside. But as you can also see, each one of these lights has a switch on it. So if you forget or need to turn off, you're able to do that as well. All in all, I would say 95% of things are done in here. The only thing, like I said, that's left is getting the chandelier installed, the switch in the dining room added in, and a few little paint touch-ups. Otherwise, everything else should be good. It is 38 feet long, 12 feet high. As you can see, my dad is 6 foot and he doesn't even come close to the ceiling. So there's lots of space. It comes fully furnished and decorated. So everything, all of the furniture, decorations in here, as well as in the kitchen and bedroom, are included in the price. It has capacity for 60 gallons of water, I believe. However, it's empty for travel. Has 2 propane tanks, both of which are full. And on the inside of this cabinet, it has the data about the actual unit. However, some of those numbers have changed with the renovations, but it's actually gotten lighter instead of heavier. Yeah, if you have questions, let me know. I'm happy to show you additional things. Otherwise, I think that's the trailer for today.